Alright, picked the bike up from service, got it back on the way home. Trying to beat the rain. We'll see how well that goes for us. Which way do I want to go home? I'm going to take the way that I hardly ever take. Especially with a cop down there. I don't know what you're doing, officer, but I'll leave you to do it, and we're going to go this way. Anytime there's flashing red and blue lights, I just try to generally avoid the area. Do we want? Nah, let's not take the highway. I got the small windscreen on. Let's not take the highway. Is this my road? No. Maybe. Nope. Fuck. I think I took the wrong road. Fuck! I did. I completely took the wrong road. Oh, fuck. I was screwing around, not paying attention, went through the roundabout. Oh, I should have kept going through the roundabout and then gone the other way. I don't know where the hell I'm at. I'm like, there should be another road up here going to the right. Where the fuck is it at? Yeah, I should have gone straight through the roundabout and then gone down and made a left. Whoopsie. Hey, we found a place to play though. There's a go-kart track and stuff there. Yeah, I'm riding down there. I'm like, why is none of this looking familiar? I don't remember this road curving off. No. I know where I am now. When I'm down here, I sometimes get off the expressway there when I'm going to the in-laws' house and then go down here and just take the little quarter of the roundabout and make a right, but yep, I should have gone down more one road, then make a left. Oops. Wife's gonna be calling, where are you? Did you get lost? How did you get lost going from Lapeer to Davison? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. Or that's how. There's the road I need. I went full retard. Never go full retard. I also think I may have possibly caught that city cop's attention that was back there when I don't know if you saw him or not. I saw him like as I was coming up, and I looked and I'm like, oh, there's a cop sitting there. I look down, I'm like, oh, I'm doing 57, and I look up, I'm like, oh, and it's 35 here. Whoopsie! Sorry, officer, I didn't know the speed limit applied when you were lost. My bad. And this road is rough as shit. And this thing only tops out at like 135, so not the ideal vehicle to run with in a straight line situation, depending on how determined the cop is, but you don't know that until you try. And I don't want to be rolling down the road at 130 and find that the cop is extremely determined. However, he wasn't an Explorer and not a Charger, so that does tip the scale in my favor. Hello, mail truck. Except I think it was a woman driver, so maybe it was a female truck. Anyway, we were talking in the last video about pros and cons of the MT-07, and I mean, it's hard to find fault with this bike. If, and this is a big caveat, if it fits your riding style and needs. if you like to get on the highway and blast at 160, 170, 180 plus miles an hour, you are not going to like this bike. You're probably not going to like a naked bike at all unless you're on like Z1000 or an MT-10, maybe an MT-09. But if that's your goal, buy a sport bike. If you want to go like hell in a straight line, just go buy whatever 1000cc sport bike you like best, or a bloated Hayabusa or a ZX14R, which I don't like those. I think they're too fat. That's just my opinion. There's people that love them. That's good for you. I mean, personally, I look at the Hayabusa and the ZX14, and I have a friend that has a ZX14 and loves it. But he, I think of them like the Lizzo of bikes. Yeah, they have talent and capabilities, but good God, do they look awful. They just don't do anything for me. But me personally, I'm more of a 600 guy instead of a 1000cc. Anyway, that's just personal opinion, but I don't know why. I know, like, maybe it's because I have this for like something with low down torque, so it doesn't bother me to have something else that doesn't make power until 1 billion RPMs. But yeah, if I was gonna go buy another sport bike, I'd buy a ZX6R, and that's pretty much, maybe an R6, but I mean, the ZX6R does give you a little bit of a torque advantage with the Cheater 600 being 636 versus like the 599 and all the other ones. But yeah, I'd just buy a ZX6R, which I wouldn't mind having. I mean, if I could have like a 4-bike garage, I would have, I don't know what just flew by. It looked like something flew by, and I don't know. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. Anyway, I would have like an MT-07, a Tenere 700 for like, you know, even touring and some off-road work. A ZX6R and like a Harley Nightster or like a Bolt bobber. They get a bolt and build it into a bobber. I have completely lost my train of thought. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, what I was talking about before I went on the ZX6R tangent. Oh, we were talking about the MT-07 and how it's hard to find faults. The faults are few. I mentioned them in the last video. I absolutely hate the process that you have to go through to dim the screen on this thing. For God's sake, Yamaha, put a fucking button. Slipper clutch would be nice. And now it's raining. Well, I thought I was going to stay dry on this ride, and apparently I was wrong. Let's get home before it starts too hard. Yeah, I would love to see the slipper clutch out of the out of the R7 on this. And when it comes time to do a clutch replacement on this, I'm putting an R7 clutch in it with the slipper clutch. It's the same CP2 and same transmission, and I believe it swaps right over. There's a couple people I think that have done it. Talked to them in the forums and stuff. Or the groups, I should say. forums. I'm dating myself there. But yeah, I would do the slipper clutch. I'm not a huge fan of where the key is, but there's really no other good place to put it. You don't really have another good spot to put the freaking key. It's gotta go somewhere. I wish it was an easier way. I gotta mount my tank bag down here, but on the ring. I wish there was an easier way to do that, but with the design of the tank, there's literally no other option. You can't mount the tank bag up high or more forward because it's just not gonna happen. I miss you, big boy. I really miss that. That was where I had my first date with my wife like 20 years ago. Can you tell I've got ADD? But yeah, I mean, other than that, everything's great with the bike. It is so hard for me to find fault with this, and I understand that may not be the same with you. You may be like, the suspension sucks, I don't like this, I don't like the power band, I don't like blah 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 blah, and that's great. This bike is not the one meant for you, and that's fine. If you're looking for a long distance tourer and cruiser, go. If you want something to jump on the highway and blast 1,000 miles cross country, nope, not the bike for you. If you want something to have fun with, burn back roads and bomb around town, great bike. Forgot to tell my wife to park in the street, or oh fuck, or to move my car so I could get in the garage. And I don't have my phone mount on. I took it off when I took it in for service, so I can't call her because the phone's in my pocket, and my OK Google isn't really working for me right now. I forgot to set that up with the changes, so whoops. But we're almost home. Anyway, my rambling is over. You guys have a wonderful day, and I shall see you in the future.